replace a brake line, which is like a broken brake line or leaking brake line. So what happens is I've just put here, I've just connected this connection point, which is going to be just right here on the end. I've disconnected the main line. Make sure you have something to catch the brake fluid, which is going to leak because once you brake. So guys, we're going to use this the brake line cutter tool. So you can just find any kind which you say you can afford, then you can get it. I don't think this is like an expensive stuff. So what you do, you first have to inspect. You inspect where the line goes through, and you inspect the area which is affected by the brake line. If it's leaking somewhere, you just make sure you inspect all of it. And then once you have identified the area where you're supposed to replace, and then you can buy a new brake line, and make sure you buy the correct brake size which fits together with the one which is already in the system. So you don't buy a big one and then you find out the other one is smaller. So I've identified this is a number 2 right here. So this is the kind of stuff I'm going to replace. So guys, this is the one I've rerouted to follow the way, and then I'm going to use my cutter tool to cut the existing one. This switch is going to be here. Just watch. I'm going to show you guys, and then just pay attention, and then you'll be able to see what happens right here. Okay, so I'm going to just open this kind of like a fastener and get it out. It's a 10mm. Alright guys, important information too, when you're removing the brake line, make sure that once you're rerouting should go like where there are no moving parts, just like above. It just follows up the old one, so that the car doesn't move, and then maybe the part of the brake is gets attached to something and then gets cut again. So you just pay attention to that. So here guys, finally our number 2 hose is out. So we're going to just bend it a little bit to give us space enough, guys, so that we'll be able to cut it out. And then once we cut it, we have to make sure we cut it close to the one which we rerouted it, so that makes it very easy, guys, to connect using the connector. You have to make sure it doesn't you cut it like all the way down there, so it gives us difficult for it to be connected back. So I'm going to use a dice to cut this right here, and then later, once I have enough space, I can use a brake line cutter to shape it in a nice way. Because once you cut it with a dice, guys, what happens is it's going to cut, and then it's going to seal. It's going to seal the section, the end of the hose, just like the way you see right here. So nothing will flow from it. So it's not recommended, guys, that this is the final way to cut it out. So you have to cut it out like the other one right here, which I made with the brake line cutter. Then once that down is out, then we can be able to just connect them together, and then we have with everything flowing. So we use our tool here, guys. We have to you have to cut in a special place to make sure it brings out the required size, and also has to shape it well so that the breadfruit can flow from in there. So this is how you cut it, guys. You just turn it around slow by slow like that. You do it until the cutter just cuts everything out, and then it comes out like that. So guys, you see it just cut very nicely and neatly, and then once this cut is out, you can see the fluid is dripping. That shows you that the line is good to be connected. So this is our connector, guys. Is a gato gripper. So you have to put one end on the other side, and then you put the other end on the other side. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. So once you do that, you use the number 10 and the number 11 millimeter to tighten them together. Alright guys, this is how it looks like when it's done. I couldn't do it with both hands, so I had to tighten it by itself first, and then once that is all in, you just put it like that, and then you connect it. And then last thing, guys, is to make sure you clean your cup.